Good Wednesday to you. I'm Storm Team 9 Meteorologist Patrick Ellis here with your ENC Weather update for this February the 26th, 2014. Hey, it was a cold day, a raw day across eastern Carolina, we'll call it, with the clouds, the showers, even some wintry precipitation at times here or there across eastern Carolina. Sleet, snow, even at times seeing a complete switch over, but then switching back over to all rain as the temperature profiles were hovering right there around that freezing mark. Looking ahead, dry and cool, well, seasonably cool for tomorrow, but even colder air comes in here by the time we head towards Tuesday. Several chances for interesting weather here across eastern Carolina. Let's hop right into it here in the update video. Here's a look at the satellite and radar composite this afternoon. There's your area of low pressure that's been moving offshore. A little back building here over the past 2 hours or so as another band is kind of formed right along the Highway 17 corridor, stretching from about Burgaw back up through Ocracoke. We're seeing a little bit of sleet mixing in with that at times and also some snow. All this moisture is steadily pushing offshore as the low pressure moves offshore. High pressure will build in behind that. Tomorrow looks like it'll be a very nice day, but it's still been quite chilly across eastern Carolina. Currently 41 degrees in Greenville. We've been as high as 43 today. 40 at Washington, 37 New Bern, 36 at Jacksonville, 38 the current number for Morehead City. Temperatures tonight going to drop into the, we'll call it the mid to upper 20s inland. Low to mid 30s near the coastline as the clouds and the showers all move out of here. So we're expecting clearing skies through the overnight hours. We'll get the showers out of here probably within the next, we'll call it the next 3 hours or so, 3 to 4 hours. Everything's offshore and we're clearing out. Skies are already clearing out from northwest to southeast, so we will eventually see clear skies develop across the area. It's going to take a little time to get on out of here as that low pressure system has been a little stubborn to get out of here. We were expecting it to be offshore, far enough offshore by the time we head into this evening. It would have cleared out the skies at least to Highway 17, but it just hasn't been the case this afternoon. So by the time we head into tomorrow morning, we're expecting mostly sunny skies, maybe a couple clouds still lingering around, but expecting mainly sunny skies through the afternoon hours. Highs will top out somewhere in the low to mid 50s tomorrow with mainly sunny skies. A good downsloping wind off of the mountains tomorrow should be able to afford us some warmer temperatures and drier conditions, and that will help to dry the column. By 6 p.m. on tomorrow, we're expecting the temperatures to fall back into the low 40s. And there are another cold night setting up for us as temperatures will likely drop back into the mid to upper 20s again for our inland locations. Looking ahead, high pressure and control for at least half the day on Friday. We're going to start off with sunshine, but clouds will build in as we head into the afternoon hours. Not a big issue. Then we head into the overnight hours of Friday into early on Saturday morning. This is 4 a.m. on Saturday. I would not be surprised with this next little wave coming through. This is the wave that we've been talking about that was coming off of the California coastline that was going to swing across here and looked like it was going to be a bigger system than what it actually is going to end up being now. Last week on Sunday is now kind of downgraded itself, kind of consolidated, and the system is not as potent as it once was. But we could still see a rain-snow mix possibly early in our northern areas on early Saturday morning. Not a big issue. We're not expecting any issues with that because the temperature profiles will be starting to warm up as we head through the day, looking like we'll make it to the mid-50s that afternoon. You see the warm front pushing northward, and that's going to be mainly the dividing line of the colder air and the warmer air, and the warmer air is going to win out. So we're not expecting any issues with that, and just some rain showers to start the day at least, and then possibly getting out of here by the time we head into the evening hours as far as the clouds are concerned. Like I said, we're talking about colder temperatures starting off tomorrow, going through Friday. I think Friday's going to be the coldest day. Then you see the wind starting to shift around to the south and southwest. That is going to import those warmer temperatures, and you see that by Saturday that we're going to actually be warming up, and that continues all the way into next week. And we're talking about warmer temperatures on the way for eastern Carolina. All right, and on to the modeling we go. It's 12Z GFS run, and we're looking at tomorrow afternoon. This is tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Northwest flow coming off the mountains. We're going to have a little bit of downsloping effect going on here that may be able to warm us up a little warmer than the guidance is suggesting tomorrow. Most of the guidance is saying low to mid 50s tomorrow. Would not be surprised if somebody gets up to maybe 57, 58 degrees tomorrow with that downsloping wind, especially if it's a strong downsloping wind. It looks like winds will be somewhere about 10 to 15 miles per hour tomorrow, but will stay dry and clear across the area. But look at what's going on up to the north. Man, that 540 line is coming southward again. Strong cold air advection on the backside of that area of low pressure, funneling down, and that's going to be bringing down some cooler air into the region by the time we head towards Friday. Here's Friday afternoon, mainly zonal flow, but we're watching this little shortwave, and this is the one that we've been talking about the last couple of days that will be traversing the area, bringing us chances for rain, and even now, we'll make the mention for maybe a couple of rain-snow showers early in the morning for our northernmost areas on Saturday morning. But for Friday, I don't see any issues associated with this. I think we'll go with partly cloudy skies, starting off with sunshine, but clouds moving in by the afternoon hours. But man, look at the cold air coming in. Nice little wedge effect setting up there, and the 1030 high sitting over the Delmarva Peninsula. That's going to be some cold stuff funneling in there. I don't think that I think we're going to struggle that day, get out of low 40s. But at least we'll have sunshine. But man, oh man, it's going to be a cold day. Northeasterly breeze is probably about 10 miles per hour, and that's going to funnel in that cooler air into the region off of the Atlantic Ocean. All right, that's Saturday morning, and that's your Saturday energy coming across the area. And that's going to maybe produce maybe a couple of light showers, maybe a few snow showers up to the north. Not a big issue, though. And you see the ridge starting to pump up here in the central United States. Another trough diving southward coming through the flow. And that is going to be as we head towards next week. That's going to be our next system coming down the pipeline. Now, Saturday morning, we're going to have cold air in place, and like I said, we'll start off somewhere into the low and mid-30s on Saturday morning. So that's why we're making that mention for maybe a couple of rogue snow showers trying to sneak in there for our northernmost areas. I don't think this is an accumulating event. Maybe a couple of ice pellets in there as well. But the temperatures are going to warm up as we head into the afternoon hours. You see the thickness value starting to come up as we get more of a southerly flow coming up the pipeline as we head into Saturday afternoon, and we should be able to make it to the mid-50s, and that rain shower activity should be out of the picture by the time we head into the afternoon hours. It's going to be a quick shot. It will likely still be clouds in the area through the day on Saturday, but at least the showers should taper off by the time we head into the evening hours. Here's Sunday, nice little ridge pumping in here. Look at this, that's nice. But here's your little shortwave energy coming down the flow. That is going to ride up like this around that ridge. And we're going to be watching that as we head into the first portion of the week. And you see ahead of that energy, showers starting to outbreak across portions of Texas, also up towards Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma. Sunday might be an interesting day for them. Riding that line of icing, it looks like for them. But for us, we're dry, and temperatures would be nice and warm. Likely will be into the 60s that day, mid-60s, maybe a couple of degrees warmer in a couple of locations. Ridge starts to break down for us, and the energy's coming eastward. But even with the ridge breaking down, we're still going to be able to make it into the 60s, possibly low 70s on Monday. Very warm air in place, but you see by Tuesday evening, a couple of showers trying to sneak in there. The European is we're watching the European output on this as well. It's a little quicker on trying to get this in, and also a little quicker to get this out. And I'll show you that as well. Here's 1 a.m. on Tuesday. At that point, we're in rain, and probably some breezy rain as well. Some cold air trying to wrap in on the backside of that. That's 12Z. That's 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Now, this model is very slow on getting this out of there. This would be a very slow look on trying to get the moisture out of here. The European and the Canadian in good agreement with each other that this would be a fast-moving system. It's out of here by the time we head into Tuesday afternoon. The GFS has been slower and has been consistently slower with this feature. Temperatures on Tuesday likely are going to be much colder, in the 40s, if that. Likely into the low to mid-40s that afternoon, and then the cold air starts to wrap in on the backside of this. May be able to get a quick switch over to maybe a brief rain-snow mix, but not an issue, I don't believe. And then it gets offshore by the time we head into the evening hours. And man, that's some cold air in here by the time we head into Wednesday morning. 1042 high over the mid-Mississippi Valley. That's some cold stuff coming down the pipeline if the GFS is correct. Now, the European is warmer behind the system. So you got to look at this and kind of weigh out your options. Now, could we have it warmer? Yes. Could it be that we have a 1042 high and it's bringing down much colder air around it? Yes. All of these things are in the works here that could happen. We're just going to have to watch the trends over the next couple of days. Now, Thursday, I'll tell you this. Thursday looks interesting coming off the Canadian. It doesn't have a high-pressure system, and the European has a low-pressure system coming up the coastline. The European's warmer. The Canadian is much colder. So out here into Voodoo Land, we're talking about some uncertainty in the forecast that we're just going to have to watch. But in the meantime, the yo-yoing of the temperature is still in play, and just minimal chances for maybe a couple of pockets of wintry precipitation by the time we head towards Saturday, and maybe rounding out Tuesday night with some wintry precipitation. But once again, no issues really expected with this. That's going to do it for me here on the ENC Weather Update. You can stay up to date with us Facebook, Twitter, and WNCT.com. Have a great rest of your evening, a great day tomorrow, and a great weather week ahead.